What's up, Kudos Crew? It's Elizabeth Morosco. I hope you're doing good today. I am just leaving a pretty inspiring breakfast that was for Elle's Place. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of Elle's Place before. It's an organization that started in Flint about 3 years ago, but they've been around for a while. They have some resources out in Grand Rapids and Lansing. And anyways, what Elle's Place is it's a resource for children and families that are dealing with grieving and coping with the loss of a parent or a sibling. And believe it or not, 1 out of 20 children at some point are likely to lose a parent. And for those of you that know me personally, you know that my children and I went through multiple losses, including the loss of my husband, their father also. And, we're still on our journey to healing, but it's something that most people really don't comprehend until they land on that page in life. And when you're there, it's unimaginable is the only way that I could put it. So Elle's Place, it sort of reminds me of if you're in the middle of like an ocean or like a lake, and let's say that you're going to build a dock and somebody goes out there before any storms happen and they anchor in those great big poles so that they can build some sort of platform, but they have to do it while the water's calm, not during the storm. And really that's what Elle's Place is. So I had a chance to go there today, and I was listening to some of the stories that some of the people that were sharing, and I could really identify with a lot of the things that they were talking about. One mom had shared a story about how her husband had died. They had 3 little boys together, and that getting through those moments, like the basic things, became very difficult. Things like sleeping, and that's something that our family knows personally from experience. We've been there, but unfortunately, a lot of people, if they have not really walked on that journey, or maybe even walked on that journey recently, they forget. I remember one particular time I had taken my son to, it was a football game, and I was coming back to pick him up from the game. And that particular year, we had, believe it or not, 3 people that were preparing to die. And anyways, without getting too sad, I had another parent that had come up to me, and she made a comment. It was something like, "It's so nice that you could finally join us." And it was with a sarcastic undertone. And of course it hurt me a little bit, but I realized that she didn't understand the pressure or that road of really what it's like when you have loved ones in your family that have died and loved ones that are getting ready to die. So Elle's Place really creates an environment for children and, even the adults to go to really connect with other people that have been on that road to find a place of healing. And it's a pretty amazing resource. So prior to Elle's Place opening up here in Flint, which is at Holy Redeemer, the closest place to go for grief counseling was Lansing. So in like the case of our family, my husband had died. It was on February 7th, 2015. And when that happened, there was no way possible, I mean, in all practicality, for us to go on a Thursday night, a school night, and to drive from, mid-Michigan all the way down to Lansing, 1 hour there, 1 hour back, an hour. It wasn't possible. So we kind of coped and went through what we could. But now there's this resource that's here. And unfortunately, the loss of loved ones, it's not something that's going to stop. It's, we all have a limited time here, but through organizations like Elle, it creates resources so that when people get on that path, there's something to help anchor them during that store and help get them through. So I'm later on, I'm going to post, they had this little sign up donation sheet. I'm going to scan this and I'll put a link onto our website. If you want to make a donation to help them, help other families, that would be great. Even if it's, a $50 donation to Ellie's Place or something like that, all of it adds up. They have some, amazing sponsors that have done things to make that resource available here, but it comes down to individuals like you and I sticking together to continue to fund that. So I'll include that later on when I get back, and if it's something that fits for you, and if not, financially, the organization is in need of volunteers. Even when they do these workshops and different things, they need volunteers that can help them facilitate it. So even if you're trying to find something that you can do to make your community a better place, this is something you can do. It's not always about financial contribution. It's about donating your time. So I'll get some contacts and I'll include that down below as well. So, but the whole bottom line is life just gets a little bit crazy. I think that there's some things that we could do in the community to help others when they get ready to get on that path. And even things for like the schools. In my own personal opinion, I believe our schools here in Genesee County are awful at providing support and resources to families that are faced with grieving. I don't say that to be mean. I'm saying that to be honest, in hopes of other things that could be done to create a process and to create resources for kids. So, like I had one child at the time that was in elementary school when their dad died. Another one had just started middle school. And, with the elementary school teacher, the students had really gathered around and they had done some cards and some sympathy things to kind of acknowledge and help, be kind to my youngest one. But the oldest one, it was peculiar. I couldn't believe it. There wasn't any sympathy cards. There wasn't any really acknowledgement, if you will. And that's okay. But then later on, when it even came to, time that he had to take off for attending a number of funerals and just surviving, because it's difficult. I can't even explain it to you, but it's difficult. There really wasn't a process in place, and knowing now that 1 out of 20 children are going to lose a parent on average, it would seem like in this country we'd have some resources together. Now, one thing that's really cool that Ellie's Place is starting to do now is they're creating these pockets of almost like traveling groups that are going into some of the schools for these kids. And a lot of kids, they don't even have a ride to get to Ellie's Place. So this traveling concept is really being able to reach more children. So it's pretty phenomenal. But so Ellie's Place is it's at Holy Redeemer, which is, I'm not sure if that's Burton or Flint Township, but anybody is welcome to go to it. Their address, I don't have their address for this one. It's just for the Lansing one. But their phone number is 810-232-3040. And like I said earlier, I'll make a copy of this and include it up on our Facebook page. So anyhow, thanks for tuning in. I hope all of you are having a great day. Really, this whole thing is about healing, caring, sharing the knowledge that we have. Don't be afraid to talk about death, because unfortunately it happens. But I think when we hold ourselves in fear and think it's a taboo, if we don't talk about it, it's not going to happen, is naive, ignorant, and setting you up to just have pain later on. So whether it's your wills, your trust, your whatever, make sure you guys get your stuff together, be prepared, and make this life that you're living right now a happy life, and help other people, and just be kind. All right, you guys, that's all I got. If you have not liked our Facebook page, if you could give us a thumbs up, that would be really cool. And on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down below, and then also hit that bell so that when we upload videos, you'll get notifications. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful day, and thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.